Welcome back to the Vale Echo, where the ordinary fades and the unexplained begins to whisper. Tonight, we step into a world where people simply vanish. No sound, no struggle, just silence swallowed by the mist. It starts with a fog-covered forest at dawn. The air is cold, heavy, and still. A lone dirt path winds into the unknown, half hidden beneath the mist, the same path a group of campers followed just days ago. Their campsite still stands, torn tents, a burnt-out fire pit, and a half-packed bag lying open as if someone was about to return. But no one ever did. Hours later, a ranger discovers an empty car on a lonely mountain road. The headlights still burn through the fog, but the driver is gone. Only a shoe half buried in the mud hints at where they might have gone or what might have taken them. Police arrive. Blue and red lights flicker across the trees like ghosts in the mist. Officers mark footprints that lead into the woods and stop mid-trail. No drag marks, no animal traces, nothing, just a void like the earth itself swallowed them whole. Days turn into weeks. Missing person posters flutter on lampposts, faded and forgotten. The small town nearby grows quieter each night, doors locking earlier, whispers spreading of lights above the forest, strange, glowing orbs seen hovering before each disappearance. Some say it's a government experiment, others something far older. Investigators find an old cabin deep in the woods, the same one rumored to belong to a hermit who vanished years ago. Inside, dust coats everything except for a wooden table where a diary lies open. Pages filled with strange drawings, symbols no one can decipher. One entry reads, "They don't take everyone, only those who wander too far into the fog." A diver later finds a car at the bottom of a nearby lake, headlights still faintly glowing underwater like eyes watching from the dark. Inside, nothing but silence. No bodies, no answers, just questions multiplying like shadows. The forest grows restless, people stop hiking, trails close, but still someone always goes missing. Their footprints lead to nowhere, their names fade from the posters, and the mist returns thicker, hungrier, alive. In the distance, a storm brews. The clouds twist unnaturally like they're hiding something. A ranger's flashlight cuts through the night, revealing a deserted signpost, the last marker before the unknown. He hesitates, the radio crackling with static, then steps forward. His light flickers once, twice, and vanishes. And as dawn rises again, the forest stands silent. The path is the same, the fog thicker than before. Only the wind carries a faint echo as if whispering the truth behind these disappearances. In places like this, it's not the missing you should fear, it's what waits in the mist, watching, choosing who disappears next. Because some mysteries don't want to be solved, they want to be found. The deeper investigators dig, the stranger the story becomes. Welcome back to Vale Echo. Tonight, we trace the clues left behind by those who vanished, clues that seem to defy logic, time, and reason itself. It begins in the dead of night under a streetlight that flickers like a heartbeat. The same lamppost covered in faded missing person posters, their edges torn by the wind. Dozens of faces stare back, all gone from the same valley, all missing from the same forest. The air hums with quiet dread as if the town itself remembers what happened. A police detective spreads photographs across a desk, car wrecks, shoe prints, diary pages, but one picture stands out, a pattern of lights hovering above the forest. Not drones, not stars, something else. Locals say they appear before each disappearance, glowing silently above the trees like eyes of the unknown. Determined to find answers, the detective drives down a dirt road leading to an isolated cabin, the same one found in the first chapter. Its wooden walls grown with age, windows cracked and dark. Inside, the scent of damp air and ash lingers. A lantern flickers weakly, illuminating something new, a map pinned to the wall dotted with red marks, every one a disappearance site. On the table lies another journal older than the first. Its pages are brittle and yellowed, but one phrase is scrawled over and over, "The lights mark the chosen." Beneath it, a sketch of an old symbol, circles intersecting in impossible patterns. Morning breaks, revealing a lake nearby. The detective peers through the mist, spotting something glinting beneath the water. Divers arrive, plunging into the murky depths. Their flashlights cut through darkness until one beam lands on a submerged car. Windows shattered, moss crawling over the surface. Inside, no body, only a child's toy floating in slow motion, untouched by time. Later, on a mountain trail, rangers find a signpost where footprints simply stop. No drag marks, no animal prints, nothing, just earth that looks undisturbed for centuries. One ranger swears he hears a child laughing faintly in the wind, though there's no one around. Storm clouds roll over the valley, twisting and flashing in unnatural formations. From above, the forest looks almost geometric, paths forming patterns that mirror the same symbol found in the journal. Coincidence or design? The detective pins new photos onto a massive evidence board, missing faces, strange lights, the journal pages. Red string connects everything, but none of it makes sense. Each clue contradicts the next, like a puzzle that rearranges itself every time you get close to solving it. By nightfall, the motel where he's staying flickers with failing neon lights. The hum of the sign outside grows louder, static whispering through the air. He looks out the window and sees it, a soft glow above the forest again, the same glow every missing person saw before they disappeared. He grabs his flashlight, heart pounding, and drives straight into the storm. The camera pans back to the empty motel room. His evidence board trembles as the lights flicker out. By morning, there's a new poster on the lamppost, his face staring back. The town stays silent, the fog returns. And the clues that shouldn't exist just claimed their next witness. The story should have ended with the detective's disappearance, but something in the forest refused to stay hidden. Welcome back to Vale Echo. Tonight we cross the final threshold between what we know and what waits beyond it. Days after the detective vanished, search teams comb through the woods. Their flashlights cut through the fog, beams crossing like lost souls searching for direction. Radios crackle with faint voices, sometimes the searchers' own names whispered back to them. No one dares to answer. Among the trees they find fragments of evidence. A broken flashlight, a soaked notebook, and muddy pages from the detective's journal. The writing is frantic, words scratched across the paper. They're not human, the lights are a doorway. The message stops mid-sentence, the ink smudged by rain or something far colder. Night falls again, the storm intensifies. Lightning flashes reveal shapes deep within the fog, silhouettes that vanish when the light fades. One searcher discovers a cave entrance hidden behind a curtain of vines. The opening breathes with cold air as if exhaling secrets from another world. Against all instincts, he steps inside. Inside the cave, the walls are covered in markings, the same ancient symbols found in the journals. Circles within circles, connecting in ways that seem impossible. A faint glow pulses deeper within. The camera follows the beam of his flashlight as it trembles across the stone floor until it lands on a pile of old photographs, each showing a person who disappeared standing in that very cave. Suddenly the flashlight flickers. The glow grows brighter, shifting from pale white to deep, blinding blue. Shadows twist and fold, and for a brief moment the missing are there. Faces half-formed, eyes hollow, reaching out as if trapped between worlds. The searcher stumbles back, breath frozen, as whispers fill the cave, thousands of voices overlapping, repeating a single phrase, "We never left." The sound cuts off. The light collapses into darkness. Outside, the forest goes silent again, unnaturally still. Hours later, the rescue team finds the searcher's equipment near the cave, but he's gone. Only the camera remains, still recording, lens fogged with moisture. Back in town, investigators review the footage frame by frame. Near the end, for just a second, a figure appears, the detective standing at the mouth of the cave, motionless, eyes glowing faintly in the dark. Then the screen glitches and the feed ends. The storm clears, revealing a calm sunrise over the misty valley. The forest looks peaceful again, as if nothing ever happened. But when the wind blows through the trees, it carries something strange. A whisper, a voice calling softly from deep within the fog. Some mysteries end in answers, others end in echoes, but the ones that defy explanation, they never end at all. Because in places like this, the unknown doesn't wait to be found, it waits to find you.